What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Vagabond 286, 7, 8, 9, and 90. I think after this, we're only going to have a month's worth of videos left. We've got like 40 chapters left or so after this. So we're cranking it out. And then YouTube has also gotten to the point of, I guess, the 1v70 ending. And I've had some people commenting on it. I don't see how, and I'll die on that hill of, I don't blame those 70 deaths on Takezo at all. I put that 100% strictly on Ueda. And some people was like, well, the chain and sickle, you know, he showed up and killed and murdered, and he could have killed Inshun and didn't. I mean, we could go through like either one of like he could have killed, did kill, didn't kill, was it his fault, he sought out this, whatever. We could go back and forth on all those. But for that incident specifically, I don't blame him at all. People are saying, you know, he overheard the plan when he was up in the tree, you know, he could have left and this never would have happened and yada yada yada. You know, he showed up and started, you know, the fight with it. He was never ever going to be able to live his life anywhere because Ueda wasn't gonna. I mean, we saw Ueda speak about it multiple times. Like, they were going to have a bounty on his head and hunt that man down for the rest of his days for killing Sojiro and Denchichiro, or just Denchichiro, however you want to label it. He was never gonna have peace ever. Now you could say that he still doesn't have it now because people want, but that's for completely different reasons. People want to take him out now to say they were the one that, you know, killed Mr. Invincible, you know, the strongest. He was just, the cycle of rage and hatred was going to not, he wasn't just never going to be able to live a life. So I do not blame him for showing up after he heard that, because like, where is he going to go? Okay, he gets to like the next town over and they follow him there. Like, is that just his life now? He just keeps escaping them town after town, day after day. It's not a livable life. So I don't blame him for that. Ueda could have called that out. He put those men out there. He subjected them to that. And I can't remember every detail off the top of my head. Didn't he give them multiple opportunities? Like, after he cut a couple down, like, you can walk away, you don't have to do this. And they continued. That's just my 2 cents on it. I will never blame him for those 70 deaths. So when Ueda's ghost of Duck McScrooge Christmas Past comes around and tries to say like, well, this man's wife killed their baby and herself because the husband wasn't there, and the mother took herself out because her son wasn't there to take care of him because, you know, Musashi killed him and yada yada. I put that 100% on Ueda. 100%. I think that's all with his. So will his ghost and soul ever to be able to rest? Who knows, but I just don't blame him for that. Let's jump into this, though. See what we got. Drag this over here. Come over here. Press play on this. Turn the volume up. Turn it down over here. Okay, cool. 286. Tiger versus Tiger. Okay. So we're right back where we were. So Senior Disciple Boy gets dotted up by Kid Kajuro, by the way. I thought he might have ran into him years down the line, or recently. I guess only 5 years has passed, but somewhere between those 5 years. He confronts or stands in front of him literally as he comes down from that mountain. And that's how we lose our hand, is crazy. I'm curious if there was a chance Kajuro could have killed. Like, how did this just resolve with just you losing a hand and Kajuro losing nothing? Like, how did this stop? We'll see. Oh, shit. It's as if he's not moving. Oh, shit. We keep seeing this, like, spirit Nen beast the last couple episodes come out of them. His anger's only an excuse for drawing his sword. He's left it behind back there. Look at that face. Serene and devoid of color. And the thing is, like, at this point, like, we're exhausted, sleep deprived, don't have food, we've taken a little bit of injuries along the way, and you still lost? Just as this rock puts its all into being this rock at this moment, just as this tree puts its body in spirit into being this tree. His body and mind are at one with his sword. In that respect, this is the first time I've encountered anybody beyond me. Wow. Too bad. His sword work still... That's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't have this... Your skill. His sword work still lacks depth. He's still soft like a child. Yeah. Not wrong, but then... No regrets, Kajuro. Oh, brother. This was his true target, and there it is. Wait, so what happened here? Did Kajuro go in and miss? Like he swung short, but then purposely swung short, and then he disarmed himself to then rearm himself again? And in that process of rearming himself, Senior Disciple thought he had the kill shot, sees that he then indeed did not have said kill shot, and gets his hand taken off. But don't we also hit him here at the same time in the shoulder? Jesus. Or does he not have enough power to come all the way down through, since he only came through with one hand and it's just his left? Yeah. He wasn't able to finish. He wasn't able to go fully through. So Kajuro could have died right there if he had enough power to come through. I got greedy trying to dodge him. I thought I had you at my fingertips and got distracted. In other words, I was overconfident. Just a scratch. This isn't the end. Oh, so he could have killed Kajuro right here if he wanted to. And then there's the friend in the back. A real tiger, you? Well, like, what's the point of not killing him? Do you think you were going to face him in the future? Because, like, you definitely don't, like, your chances of defeating him don't get better as years go. Like, you're going this way and he's going this way. And not only that, you've now lost essentially a hand. You get 1,000 points. Alright, 287. He's dying here. That blow that he took from us, he's dying. Wow. And I feel like he still never was even able to get that, like, premier primetime PvP match, pay-per-view fight that he's been looking for. He never found out what it meant to be strong or invincible or any of it. And what's wild is, like, I think if you give him his hand and everything, he's in the top 5 people that we've seen. And I feel like we've never even really seen him do much. But just from the way others speak about him. Like, would you put him above Denshichiro? I think so. Would you put him above Inshun? I think so as well. Would you put him above Sajuro? Probably. I can't really speak on the grandson because we've yet to see the Yagyu grandson even actually do anything. But I think he's dying. Just like that time before. He had such depth, a feeling as heavy as iron. I'll never forget it. Twice, he came across 2 people like that in his entire lifetime. Twice in a lifetime. Musashi, I thought you were just like Yagyu. Yeah. All that nonsense about no sword. Thought you might have turned out spineless, but you've got sharp fangs and claws, just like me and Kajuro. We're tigers. Oh, yep. Isn't that right? I think he's about to die. Yeah, like and I feel like we feel the strength off of him, but we never saw him do any like crazy feats. Yeah, didn't he slice up a couple randos from the Yoshiaka school out there on the beach? But like those men weren't, or did he have them fight themselves? Like it's kind of just more off of aura and reputation we've been built up with him, or maybe a big bear. It doesn't matter. What's that? Now then, time to go. Where to? I think he's... No sword. This nonsense about no sword. I don't get it. And what's so wild is, like, it'd be different if he was, like, I would say our age. Kajuro and Takezo's age. Or young. Like when he lost the hand. Because he could really come up, like, honing his technique, like, with that left hand. And maybe figure out a way to really do something with this other side, you know? But it's only been 5 years. And the thing is, he's been so trained. Like, he's in, what, easily, like, his 40s, 50s, maybe even older? How long has he been doing this? Since his teens? Like, he's only been training with, like, the dual hands. I mean, I'm sure he has skill with, like, single-handedly, but, like, to now only be able to use one, it's not like he's been doing that his whole life and has probably overcome the weaknesses of it. It's rough. No sword? Where's the fun in that? I'll catch a cold if I stay out here. Maybe he's gonna be fine. Maybe he's not gonna die. I'd like to pay. Also 2 pieces of mochi. Excuse me, aren't you... fuck. Why even ask us that question if you're coming out dick swinging before we even get to respond? That's like having a... He's like, excuse me, aren't you John Wick? And pulls the trigger like as we... What? Okay. Jesus, man. I have no regrets. I got to challenge an invincible swordsman. It's an honor. That wasn't even a challenge. You just tried to jump us. Oh, Kajuro stronger. Invincibility is a mirage. You say that after killing 100 men. You must be under Yagyu's spell. Once you've decided to live by the sword, it doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong. What matters most is whether it's fun. He says fun. He says smile more. Are they saying the same thing? Whether it's fun. Yeah. Yeah. He's starting to see it, like the pride in it. But he's going through so many emotions, like, and now he's seeing what the two of them definition of fun was, having each other. Okay, now we're just flashing back to just murder. Oh God, he's going through so much, like, in here right now. And it's so wild because I would love to know if he would really be going through all this still. If, he was fully healthy, by the way. Like, still him, physically. Would he even be contemplating any of this? Who knows? Oh, wow. Or he's saying that was fun. He's saying to him, like, doing all that was fun to him? Killing Denshichiro and Sajuro and Chain and Sickle, and then having the girl essentially take herself out because of it, and then going through all those 70 men. It was so fun, I could hardly stand it. Even in the dark of night, I was not scared. As long as I had a sword in hand, there was a light inside me. I was never alone because someone was smiling over me. Someone without a name. I put a name to where I wanted to go. Invincible under the sun. But why was I trying to imitate someone? Did I want to be like my father? Invincible under the sun? I felt it wasn't quite right, but it made me feel strong. It felt good, so I held on to it. And here comes the demon again. At that time, the difference was insignificant. Old man, I finally get it. I called it the wrong thing. I'm sorry I tried to force a shape onto it. It's far greater than that. What you were trying to be. Come on, smile. Hey, get back here. Why are you doing the same thing over and over again? I'm terribly sorry. Let's go, he's deaf? I guess so. Let's play hide and seek. My friend. The thing is, like, we can't even get these two to communicate is the problem. Where are we at? We're going to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 90. Alright. It's a pretty Pretty nice shot. This island resembles a small boat floating in the sea. That's why it was called or Boat Island. This uninhabited island attracts little attention from anybody, but only for the moment. I guess they're gonna go find each other. To later generations, this island would come to be known as insert name. But in the 10th year of the era, the Boat Island domain was still completely unknown. I mean, clearly some people have come upon it. Matahachi, I appreciate all you're doing. Wait, but then we still got to talk about the flash forwards of Matahachi that we got. And that was a good, like, 20 plus years, if not more. It's the least I could do after all you did for my mother and me. Besides working provide some distraction from my sadness. What are your plans? Shall we shave your head so you can enter the temple? Me, oh please, I've been a liar and a cheat all my life. The past is the past. What you do now determines who you are today. Are you serious? Of course. So many crossroads, chose the wrong path every time. And the end result of my lies, I lost my childhood friend, lost my fiance, and my mother. If there's one path I can still take. Oh, is that the... Bro, I need you to deliver that to him so badly. If only that were true. Please let it be true. I searched all of Kyoto and finally found out where Kojuro was. He had been taken on as an instructor to the Hosokawa family. This is old man Matahachi right here. How do we end up here? Did we ever go back to... is he in Miyamoto? I'm actually not sure. I can't remember. What you do now determines who you are today. So he goes out and searches for him. Now I wonder if along the way he falls back into like women and drinking and XYZ. What about Musashi? What was he doing at the time? He's gone to Edo. He's working the fields in Shimosa. He's holed up in a castle reading books. There were all kinds of rumors. Who knows which were true. And it seems like his leg never completely healed. Damn. That's unfortunate. I wonder how much it healed. 50%? 70? 80? The only thing I know for sure about my childhood friend is that he would never quit the sword. Yeah, because it's fun. I can hear him muttering to himself. That's not it. No, that's not right either. Sometimes with a creepy grin, he'd scare people away. Yes, he'd never quit the sword. This I know for sure. But did you ever run into him again? What I can tell you occurred quite some time after that. It was when Musashi went. Yeah. That's where we'll start. And Kokoro was where Kojuro was. Alright, let's hear it, Matahachi. You mean the duel? The duel? But how is that even right, bro? It's not fair. He's not 100%. Oh my gosh. Because like it would be a coin flip even if he was healthy. Coming out after the 70v70. But it's not even, I don't know how. And I feel like he would know that in his head. I don't know. He's still here getting people. He's still got his little ways in him. The name Sasaki Ganru spread through Kokoro like wildfire. Everyone talked about Kojuro. They all wanted to catch a glimpse of him. Because... well, that's all for today. I'll continue tomorrow. Hey, you can't tell them all in one go. How are you going to keep making money if you can drag this out and they keep paying you every day? I see he still hasn't changed. I'll continue tomorrow. Hey, you can't stop there, Matahachi. It's getting too crowded. You're blocking traffic. Come back tomorrow. Of course, we have no choice. It's getting crowded. Didn't expect to be this popular. Maybe I should run away from here on. The tale's not so pleasant to tell. But everyone will be waiting. That's true. Is he trying to make himself deaf? To, like, go further beyond? Oh, I wish he could do something about that leg. Training montage. They're really... I mean, you would think the story, there's no way the two of them don't cross actual swords. But, like, do they, though? Should they? I have no idea what Musashi was doing during this period. But no matter where he was, I'm sure he never left the sword. I wonder where you guys are. So what, like, I think 327 is like the latest chapter. I wonder if by then that they've actually fought. If it's even destined for them to fight. Sometimes muttering, sometimes grinning, but always with the sword. You talk as if you were there, but you really have no way of knowing. Someone's calling him out on his stories. Some things you just know. He is old here, man. I'm talking 40, maybe even more from like here. Like this is current Takezo. This is so much older. Some things you just know. Man keeps plugging his ears. It's not complete science. Man's just trying anything. About to say, how did that go on that leg? So much happening inside. Bones rubbing against each other. Creaking. The sound of taking in a breath and exhaling. My sword. Oh, so he's like, with like cutting off his hand, he's really able to like... His third eye is opened. He is like one with his body. My sword must be free of its weight. Well, I'm guessing he's not going on that Jesus swordsman Messiah path, huh? At this point. Just like this. The weight of a dry leaf. Continue until utterly exhausted. No stop. No, stop trying to do it well. 100 times, 1,000 times. Every time like it's the first. Like the empty hand of a baby. My hands sore. I hear the rush of waves in my chest. This moving current? What is this faint sound? You must be able to hear it constantly. I'm sure that's how it is for you. What is this sound, Kojuro? Now it's gone. Plugs his ears again. Oh, fuck. Who's this little samurai group? What's this? Can't be bothered. I'll just run away. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Oh, he's really out the gate. Man just straight up jumped. He said, see you later. Musashi, Miyamoto Musashi. Excellent. I just received this letter from Hasakawa in Edo. The Buzen Kokura clan has decided to hire Musashi as an instructor of the sword. While his whereabouts are unknown, I assure you we will find him and bring him to... Oh, is that who they were looking... Is that who that group was? My father is looking forward to meeting him. So there we have it. Well, it's taken a long time. Musashi can finally live a life among men. Yeah, Taquan, I think our mental is kind of shifted again. Well, then I must go to the Yagyu and find Otsu. Who is Otsu? Why, she's Musashi's future wife. God almighty. I wonder if they ever do get to, like, actually embrace each other. Alright, last chapter. Life among men. The 10th year. In this year, the position of the shogun was handed down to his son. Make sure no one comes, understood? Yes, sir. Shoulders feel so stiff. Even a ruler must relax once in a while. Hasakawa, third son of the Hasakawa. From the age of 14, he has resided in Edo Castle serving as a hostage. Oh, awesome. Come now, my father is still the one in control. This just came in from Kokuro. What is it? Sweets from a foreign land. It's fluffy, it's sweet. It was I who wrote that letter to Koetsu, requesting Yamato Musashi as a swordsmanship instructor. Nothing was finalized, but I wanted to meet him myself. Instead, I hear he is to serve your family, the Asakawa clan. What is the meaning of this? I do not know. Well, no matter. I know Todokai, that is your father, has a strong desire to hire Musashi, even amongst the daimyo who have truly distinguished themselves with their military exploits. Your father has proven himself to be one of the best we can depend on. The Hasakawa clan, with its fine history of battle and glory, will be a suitable place for Musashi. Though I haven't met him myself yet, above all else, you are about to become successor to the castle. As heir to the domain, consider this my gift to you. I'm giving you Musashi. Though I haven't met him yet. I'll miss you. How old are you now? 19. It's been 5 years since you came to Edo. And I'm 25. 25. We're close in age. That man looks so much older than that. I'm glad to have had you as a companion. I'm not worthy. Musashi's of similar age as well. He will surely be of great aid to you. What is it? Speak. He ran away. Okay, so this was the group looking for. They weren't coming to kill him. They were trying to recruit. Were you able to explain? He thinks he's being chased as a fugitive who escaped from the castle, but Takaru has absolved Musashi of any wrongdoing. He is unaware of this. That's why he's running. Didn't you tell him all that? We tried, sir, but he just turned a deaf ear to us. Yes, exactly as if he were deaf. Then he leapt into the river. Well, now we know he's not so easily handled. Just like Yagyu and Ono. I suppose that's what makes them exceptional. Stop, Yamato Musashi. Hey, don't let him escape. Are you sure that's him? His appearance matches. It's him. Moreover, he's limping on his right leg. Shit. Then why does he flee? It's a great post? Yeah, he doesn't know. He must be out of his mind. That's it. This sound. The sound of water. There's no mistake. It's water flowing. Release your body and let yourself go. I see. This is what it was always. This is what is always inside of you, Kojuro. A river flowing within. So cold, no strength, leg hurts. That was a little reckless. That was very reckless, I'm not gonna lie. Hello, anyone here? Oh, dang, I was hoping to see who was in there. It's interesting because, like, we see, and like I've been saying this all the time, it's like, we always see his mental trying to go through it, right? Really trying to, like, figure it all out. I wanted to get this shot of these two in as the thumbnail if we could. But, like, we never get Kojuro, like, and we've seen Kojuro thinking about Takezo as well. But we see Takezo even trying to, like, become one with what Kojuro is. And I wonder, like, does Kojuro ever think the same of, like, us? I don't know. And, like, what... The thing is, I don't even know if he thinks. I don't know what he goes through and everything, but it's interesting. It's interesting to see. So we're not doing the whole... It's interesting, too, because, like, they've... The story has been a lot of, like, flashback a little bit, put us back in the present, flashback a little bit, put us back in the present. Now they've dramatically pressed fast forward and put us in the future, which I guess is also the present. I don't know, it's kind of, it's not some confusing, like, Attack on Titan timeline thing, but it's like, it's also, it makes the story feel like it's always been, like, in the past, and maybe Matahachi has just been telling this tale, and we've been, like, along the way, and now that the author has shown us, like, hey, here's Matahachi telling it. I don't know, it's interesting. Regardless, though, I want to say we've seen what's to become of Matahachi, but I'm not 100% sure. And it's also like, how does he know all these things? But I'm assuming he ends up going to the same place with that certificate to deliver to Kojuro, and that's how he kind of gets wrapped up in all this. But, like, is he gonna go back to, like, lying, cheating, stealing? Like, what's his current, like, is he just an old man that just likes to tell stories? see like a homeless old man that's down on his luck again. But it's interesting to like, he's like telling a story, but then they're like putting us in the story. But what's wild is like we've been in the story the whole time from their POVs. Now you've like pulled us out of their POV to flash us forward to have somebody narrate the POV that we've been in. So like, we've been in this line. Now you took us out of this line and someone's talking about this line that's still going on. So it's a lot going on, but we'll leave it there and see. The senior disciple, at least from what I saw, did not die. But we'll see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,